Deputy First Minister Kate Forbes to stand down as MSP. Scotland political world has just been shaken to its core. Kate Forbes, the Deputy First Minister, is calling it quits, walking away from a storm she helped create. The same Forbes who once clawed her way to the top, hailed as the future of Scottish politics, now bows out under a cloud of pressure, missed opportunities, and bitter defeat. But don't be fooled by the polished statements. This isn't just a personal decision. It's a political retreat, a collapse, a humiliating exit. In a carefully crafted announcement, Forbes declared she won't be seeking re-election at the next Holyrood vote. The reason, she claims, is to spend more time with her family, specifically her 3-year-old daughter. But let's not pretend this is just about family. This is the same politician who was on the verge of taking over the entire SNP, only to be crushed by Humza Yousaf in a chaotic leadership race riddled with division, backstabbing, and party infighting. Let's be blunt. This is a fallout of a political implosion. Forbes wasn't just passed over, she was rejected by her own party, humiliated in a high-profile leadership contest where her socially conservative views and uneasy relationship with SNP orthodoxy sparked backlash. She returned to government only after a humiliating compromise, serving under John Swinney, a man many see as the embodiment of SNP establishment stagnation. And now, with Swinney's weak grip on a fractured party, Forbes is bailing out early, leaving behind a government flailing for direction. Her departure isn't just a personal loss, it's a massive red flag for the SNP. One of their youngest, brightest stars is jumping ship, sending a loud and clear message this party is broken. Swinney tried to paper over the cracks, calling Forbes' contribution invaluable. But let's not sugarcoat it. This is a collapse of one of the last serious contenders within the party, a direct challenge to Swinney's leadership now silenced. She was the face of new SNP, a more traditional, sometimes controversial figure trying to steer the party in a new direction. And now she's gone. Out. Done. It's an unforgivable waste of political talent and a damning verdict on the SNP's internal dysfunction. This dramatic exit also leaves the Skye, Lochaber, and Bad Enoch constituency in limbo. Her constituents were promised leadership, action, and vision. What they're getting instead is a 9-month lame duck MSP who's already mentally checked out. Is this really the leadership Scotland deserves, or is it just more evidence that Holyrood has become a revolving door of broken promises and abandoned responsibilities? Let's not forget this is the same Kate Forbes who made headlines as Scotland's first female finance secretary, taking on the job at the height of crisis in 2020. She was hailed as a rising star, a future First Minister, even. And now she's walking away without finishing the job. This should outrage every voter who believed in her promises. Every young woman who saw Forbes as a role model. Every citizen who thought the SNP still had fresh ideas and new voices. Instead, we're left with yet another meltdown and a party tearing itself apart from the inside out. The timing couldn't be worse. With independent support wobbling, trust in Holyrood plummeting, and Labour clawing back Scottish ground, the SNP needed stability, energy, and leadership. Instead, one of their most prominent faces is heading for the exit, leaving behind a vacuum and a mountain of unanswered questions. What happens now? Who will step up, or will the SNP just limp along with recycled leadership and no real plan? Because right now, the optics are catastrophic. Forbes' departure is not just a resignation, it's an indictment of a party in crisis, a movement in disarray, and a government on the edge. Don't be fooled by the polite headlines. This is a political retreat dressed up as a personal choice. And it's happening at the worst possible moment. Scotland deserves answers, and it deserves better than leaders who walk away when the going gets tough. This is UKE News, and we'll keep exposing the scandals they hope you'll ignore.